Look at me on this Friday the 13th, headed out to the field to do a paramotor flight, and you're with me. I'm running kind of tight on time, actually. By the time I get laid out and such, I'm only gonna have 30 minutes or so to fly, but I should be able to catch the sunset. We'll see. I'm not gonna rush, and I'm pretty much a veteran at this. I was thinking about maybe a topic for the vlog, and I don't want to go too much into it now, but maybe let's make the video topic like, what's it like after doing this for 10 years? Many of those years was nearly every day. I would say 7 of those years was nearly every flyable day, whether it was teaching or, at first it was just me learning voraciously. Speaking English wasn't what I was practicing, but I was out there practicing paramotoring. I would quite literally, on the good days, fly before work, at lunch break, during work, and after work. So a lot of those days I was flying 3 times a day without fail. It was what I did. I mean, so deep into pudding that you felt the bottom of the cup. Oh yeah, I'm not moving or anything. I just collected boxes from work. That's what we get our drugs in. I use them in the shop for shop organization. But no, Nate told me he was going out to the field, and I'm on my way. I don't want to get caught up telling lies saying that I was in a hurry to get here, but I got off work at 6. I had to drive home and make sure I had all the gear, wing, motor, helmet, that sort of jive. And I also had to change clothes because I'm ready to get out of the work clothes. When I'm done with work, I get out of work clothes. Unless I'm flying from work or to work, that's has happened. But in the midst of my shenanigans and trying to do all this stuff in a quick fashion, I'm thirsty. I think Bob left this water hose here. Oh my God, this water hose. Man, drinking out of that thing is gonna be like playing with a rattlesnake and not getting bit, which has also happened to me. What the F is going on? Look at this thing. I don't wanna go flying thirsty. It worked in 1982. And it worked about a week ago because that was the last time I drank out of a water hose. Is that good content? What about this? Is this good content? Oh, Nate just took off. Now I'm gonna put my phone in here so that I can forget it and have to stop as soon as I leave. That's pretty much normal. All right, clear. Well, she cranked up. That's a good sign. There's the end of our lines. There's the wind. Where's the airplanes at? That's all I'm really caring about. Squadron of birdies. All righty, 1, 2, 3, go. So as I'm flying over here over this beautiful spring landscape that we see, what's it like for me after 10 years of flying? Nearly day, that's more than 10 years, but we're gonna call it at least a decade of experience that I'm sort of jawing on right here. It's like driving a car for 10 years. You don't think much about it once you do it for so long. You know what to check for, you know the things to do, the moves to make, and you just do those moves, and there's no big whoopity-woof to it. Nate's going again. He thought he was too low on fuel. He forgot to check his fuel. I kind of make less mistakes as I've grown older. I sort of know the things I need. Not to say I ain't ever forgot the helmet because I moved it or something like this. It happens. Mistakes are human nature. You're saying you don't make mistakes. Well, then you're telling lies for sure. For sure. I don't believe you anyway. It's like there's still some water on the field. It's not been the best flying weather lately. I know I've missed a few days in favor of other activities. But today was Friday. I went back to work. I worked all day. It wasn't any sort of stretch, but you're still doing 9 hours worth of work no matter what. But yeah, just, looking back 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was physically much more capable than I am now. I've really worn and torn this body of mine. I got a bad back from my 20s. That has cropped up over and over again. And that's the one reason I'm not flying as much as I am now, is because wearing the paramotor and doing a foot launch hurts. I had some stuff go wrong with my feet. My feet took a beating there for a few years during the school. That was not great either. Is that buzzards? That's buzzards. No planes? No planes. Now, for all you guys in your 60s out there, and your 70s, and your 80s and 90s, don't give me that shit about you don't even know what it feels like yet. I'm just talking about where I am now, somebody that's approaching 50. Like the round at third base, if you know what I mean. And that's where it's, cruise controls always give me a fit, because as soon as you move, it's at a different setting. I can almost hold it steadier by myself because I can make minute adjustments on the fly. Again, it takes away cruise control. Now you don't have your hands to talk with. But don't give me no flack about that. I got bad feet. I recently, like several months ago, I got hit in the leg by a deer. I was riding a motorcycle and a deer bounced right off of me. And I didn't know it at the time. I said I was unscathed, but my knee started hurting a lot after that, and it's been tweaked ever since that incident. So I thought it broke my leg because it went dead. It numbed out. I couldn't feel it. I thought it's broke because I can't move it or feel it. And after 20 minutes, it came back to life and hurt a little bit. And I went and put some ice on it. It was fine. But the back's the main thing. The back's the main thing that slows down my paramotor roll. I can't fly 15 flights in a day anymore. Just the picking it up and walking around with it physically hurts me. It causes injury and inflammation. You know, they end up laying up, doing things, taking drugs, and I don't like to do all that either. I try to save what little bit of health I got left. That's a big difference. You know, the other one, probably the main one, I don't know if it's because I don't even know if the two are related, but it seems like I want to do other things more than go paramotoring. You know, it's not as new for me. Nate's been doing it a few years now. I mean, when I was 3 years in, that was probably my deepest moment when I got like full into the pudding. You know, I was just going at it nonstop, and that's he hasn't gone at it like I was an unusual beast of a paramotor enthusiast in the beginning. I was doing it like I found magic or something, and I was using my magical powers. It's kind of what it felt like. I could fly for $5 a day? Yeah, what? You know, come on. I hung up the airplane keys. As soon as I found these things, I was like, nope, when somebody gives me an airplane, and somebody has before, I'll always be grateful for that guy. He gave it to me to fly. He didn't give me like the paperwork. He gave me the keys to it. And he's like, you know, change the oil in it, wash it, fly. You know, don't let it sit there. Don't let it sit there. He had other things that he had to attend to after the purchase that came up. And, you know, long story short, I ended up flying this guy's airplane for him for a few years. And it was great. But about the time that he said that, you know, hey, it's getting sold, somebody made an offer. He said, I wasn't trying to sell it out from under you. He's like, hey, talking like he felt bad. I was like, man, I got nothing but love for you. I had an airplane, and it was a free airplane. I just, you know, put gas and maintenance in it. That was it. But when paramotors came around, man, I could just fly. I didn't have to drive to the airport. You know, I could just fly out of my yard. I almost did tonight, but I miss flying with somebody, so I came over here to fly with Nate. I didn't have to. I probably should have flown from the yard, but there's plenty of time. Obviously, I made it here. I made it up. I'm doing the vlog about it. But what a ride it's been, and how different it is now. Just my enthusiasm about, if he said, hey, you going flying, I'm going to launch out of my yard in Strepta, I would probably say, nah, not tonight, maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow I've got different plans. It's going to be a nice evening, maybe warmer than today for sure. But look, I'm just in a hoodie and single layer pants. I'm not cold. This isn't cold. Of course, I'm only like 300 feet off the ground too. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do a motorcycle event. That's going to be my evening. I got to work the first part of the day. And again, the motorcycling doesn't hurt my back, oddly enough. A lot of people tell me how much back pain it causes, but it actually makes mine feel better. My hips and my knees get a little stiff on the sport bike motorcycles, but ultimately it's much more comfortable for my body to do that activity. Now, I've also crashed some fucking things like 8 times this last year. You know, mostly doing wheelies in the grass. I crashed one on the road pretty hard, looped a wheelie out, boom, and I didn't even have a camera on me then. I was just fucking around trying to shift gears in a wheelie, and I was not good at it yet. Still not good at it now, but I can ride one now. But yeah, you always look back to the previous experience. I gained a lot of experience really quick with paramotors to get back on track. The paramotors also came up at the exact time that I gave up motorcycles. Oddly enough, yeah, I don't know that I ever cross-owned a paramotor and a motorcycle at the same time until now. That's kind of new. Anyway, again, the motorcycles is clouding my mind about the paramotors. But again, this is just like driving home from work. Flying a paramotor for me is not something I need to put a whole lot of focus on. I know my outs. I got my moves pre-planned. I'm programmed to do this safely at this point. There ain't a way I can do it, I don't think, that puts me in a bad position, even if I'm yammering on downwind over the trees. Oh, motor out. What am I going to do? I better quit vlogging and being distracted, get on the controls, check my surroundings, do a turn. Wonder how close I could have got. I'm not gonna do an actual touch and go, but if I landed here, I would just dump the shit, walk down to the truck, drive back over here, get the shit, right? I could land over here on the side of the road. Yeah, I had that. I could have landed that easy. I don't want to foot drag either because I don't want to get damn weeds and flowers all in my shoes. It's kind of tall out here. It's fine. And you know, now that I'm here and now that I'm out here flying around, I have no regrets. I'm not sad that I came and did paramotoring instead of doing, like I was going to finish doing some chores in the shop, but I could do those after dark. But over the last 10, 12 years, my excitement for paramotoring has never really waned. You know, the enthusiasm about it, maybe it plateaued. Again, when you do as much of it as somebody like me has done, it just becomes like putting on pants. You know, like say you're really good at putting on pants. And like how fun is that after you put on pants for however old you are? Well, I know those are different activities, but you know, something you do technically and physically, you know, over and over again. Each flight is different. They're all unique. They're all unique, but there are a lot of similarities. There are a lot of similarities that go down. I got eyes on Nate out here to the south. I ain't lost him tonight. And you know, let's get something straight. Teaching paramotor school is not paramotoring. I mean, they're intimately involved with each other, and you will be doing a lot of paramotoring if you teach paramotor school, but these things are mutually exclusive. What I do on my paramotor with myself is not the same thing that anybody should do, probably. But I'm usually just maybe testing the skies for the students, or whatever that was about. And again, they're different. I did one, then I did both, and now I'm doing one again. That's all there really is to it. My boy Nate, yoo-hoo! Crossing the sunset at full speed. That good content? I hope so. I don't have comms anymore to hook to my phone, so sometimes people text me like, hey, is that you up there? Come wave. I see a friend out in the yard, Reagan, like, hey, come do a flyby for the girls. I can't tell if that's somebody standing there or if it's a grill on the back porch. I think it's just something on the back porch. All right, y'all, it's starting to get a little chilly and it got a little high. I'm gonna go back over towards the field and see if I can't land it by the truck. But first I wanted to see if I could glide to the field from here. I don't know my altitude. I'm not looking. It seems like I should be pretty close. You know what? Before I even get there, I'm going to take this telephone out. And I'm going to put it in my hoodie pocket. Carefully, slowly. There we go. Look, I didn't forget it this time. That's if I don't drop it on the way down here to the field. But you know, oddly enough, I think I've got enough wind that I'm going to be able to make it over to the field and land by the truck. I'm going to go ahead and kill it. Because I could tell from here. I'll take this throttle off too, because I don't plan on restarting it. Well, I think I was going to tuck it right in here. And that's all she wrote, folks, for paramotoring. My ears were kind of hurting. Yeah, that's the other thing. I've become more sensitive to the sound. I do have earplugs and earmuffs in, but inside my ear, it gets like a staticky, rattly kind of issue. I don't know. I think it may be a piece of earwax bouncing against my eardrum is what I think. I don't want to gross anybody out, but earwax warning. The earwax in my right ear is dry and crumbly, and the earwax in my left ear is like a normal cerumen. It's called cerumen. That's what the technical term is that you learn in pharmacy school. Oh man, I don't not love it though, y'all. I don't not love it. It's hard not to be excited about gliding through the fucking air. Just with your body out in the air, 1,000 feet up. I'm hanging out my straps. It's so fun. It's so fun. I don't care how dorky it looks. I'll never care. Because that ain't what it's about. Looks gonna fade. Everything's gonna crumble. When you live a few years, you'll start noticing shit don't last. You ever leave a bucket in the sun? Well, that's what happens to everything. Man, it's so peaceful here. Let's not go too far downwind. I may not be able to get back. I'm kind of level with the truck as it is. Where is Nate? Did he come back with me? Yeah, he's similarly in tow. Let's see. Can I see the windsock? Yes, I mean, it's blowing 5 miles an hour. I mean, it's blowing 10 up here, like where I'm at. I ain't been through the gradient yet, but it's coming. So there's hands up, dipping, don't cut back. Hard weight shift, hard pull, you. Come out of it. Hard weight shift, hard pull. You. Well, let's make it a hard one, huh? Whee! Didn't go too far, did I? May I went too far. No, I think I got it. I think I got it. We're going to see. May overshoot it, actually. Depends on how much it gives between here and when I get actually down below. I can already see myself creeping on target. I better slow down. Now, I did a little balloon move. Now I'm closer to target. Closer. I'm going to do another one. I overshot it ever so slightly. Yeah, I did. That's what I thought I was going to do. Ha! And once you get down below the gradient, it just goes. Here, I was wrong. It's 3. It's not 5. I miscalculated horribly. Missed it by 100 feet, but I didn't start overshooting it till I was about 20 feet off the ground. That's funny. This is where it starts hurting my back. When I miss the landing, I overshoot it. You can see my foot drag. I touched down where I was aiming to land. So I guess you could say I landed there. I never did actually come. I just did a foot drag. I wanted to stop there, what I wanted to do, but I missed that. Oh, let's video Nate's landing before I take this camera off. He overshot it a little bit too. Woo! Got him. Them boots work good. Love it. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next one. What's up? Kyle out.